SEO Mad Scientist update. Today we are actually going to be revisiting an older test, the how strong is the impact of citations and signals in map rankings. In this test, we essentially hypothesized that citations, brand signals, NAP references, all these type of structured and unstructured citations that we generally build when we're doing our custom signals package and competitive research all play a part in specifically local GeoGrid rankings. So this test actually goes back to the beginning of November last year when we did our very first update. We had built 20 plus signals and saw very little movement. And essentially after observing what we saw, not so much happen from just the initial movement or from the initial signals built, citations built, we built a full 6 months of custom signals essentially within the next 30 days to review the impact that had. And once we built all the custom signals, you could see we saw very little movement in the beginning, some movement, but couldn't really correlate it too much in that it was just general kind of things popping. Once we built the full 6 months of custom signals as of January 9th, so it was about 2 months, 2 months in, but about right after we had finished building all the signals, pushed them all to index, we immediately started seeing a lot of these terms showing. And we saw some correlation specifically to some of the keywords that were showing in the signals that were being built as well, as far as references to contractors, services. Now, the brand, here's actually where we talk about the references in the custom signals. We saw some can foam service terms ranking, and there was absolutely no references to can foam anywhere on the website or anywhere on anything on the GBP listing. The only references that we had seen or we had made to that was on the custom signals that we had built. So there was an interesting correlation there, as well as some other pages and things that we saw as well. So on the inner pages where we saw some references not to can foam, but foam insulation. So going back, this last update was in January 19th. It is now March 5th. And when we jump over and look at the rankings, we can see some major significant movement. Some of these terms that aren't really targeted, not so much. These energy efficiency terms definitely started to show. These were not showing at all in the very beginning. Here's energy efficient home services. Again, starting to show in the number 2 spot. This is a very wide GeoGrid here. But again, these weren't showing anywhere at all, even when we first saw the first movement from custom signals. And as of these last snapshots, February 27th, today, I believe we've submitted for data aggregators, but that was after the snapshots here. So we haven't seen any additional work done while this movement has taken place. Installation contractors, again, this is where we saw some of the movement in the very beginning. Now we've zoomed out a bit, and we can see a lot of impact as far as where we are now showing installation services as well. Very wide range. Let's take a look. I know there was a few others. Spray foam insulation. So at this point, we are essentially concluding that these custom signals are impacting local rankings. We will need to do more single variable tests. From what I can tell from observing the signals that we built and the impacts of the terms that we're seeing, is that I essentially theorize that the listings and custom signals that have a heading, have NAP reference, offer backlink opportunities, map embeds, these things, like we've seen in other tests that impact rankings, are most important. I do have a theory that most of these brand profile links, whether they're like a forum link or there's not a place to really type out a description or link to the website or reference the GBP, many of these links don't have too much value. in that most of the movement that we see either correlates to stuff we have on the website or actual content that we've put on the custom signal listings. So with that said, we are going to continue testing, but so far building these custom signals definitely seems beneficial. And we're going to keep testing and refining, probably refine the list and really start to dig into what custom signals are causing the movement so we can focus on those signals specifically. So until next time, that is the update for the custom signals test.